We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the New York Yankees. Lou Gehrig, the American League's leading hitter, continues his bid at a batting title right after this. Lefty Grove will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Next will be the designated hitter, Lou Gehrig. He's had a phenomenal year at the plate, entering this August contest as the league's batting average leader.
Stay hot, baby.
I've never been in this position in my career before. I wonder if he's counting games down. You certainly want to walk away at the end of the year with a batting crown.
And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month. Into the box now, Minnie Minoso. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play.
Guy continues to swing a hot bat. Hit over 300 last month. We'll see if he can keep scorching here in this one.
Hey, I need you right here. One time.
Gehrig stands at second with no outs.
Hey, get your pitch. Drive it.
Popped him up. Renfroe has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. So a runner on second with 1 down now. And here's the switch-hitting catcher, Jorge Posada.
Jorge Posada.
Hey, drive it. Here we go.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Striding in, Ernie Banks.
Batting 7. The shortstop, Ernie Banks.
Hey, get a good one up there, huh?
Hey, let her fly, kid. Let her fly.
Here it comes, 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher, you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Batting 8. The first baseman, John Mattingly.
Softly hit toward the hole. Fielded cleanly, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Bottom of the inning now, and digging in is the veteran DH, Lou Gehrig.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your lead on.
A dive, and he knocks it down. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play. Into the box now, Lou Gehrig. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Lou Gehrig.
Hey, lucky
First pitch coming. Here it is. Lined hard toward right center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ballgame. And the runner from third scores as they try to work their way back into this one. So that's his second knock of the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season.
Does this guy ever look bad at the dish? I mean, really doesn't. Fighting for a batting crown, throwing out multi-knock games daily.
Now batting.
It's going to be a fight
Number
to the finish
9.
right here.
See a good one right here.
Hey, come on, baby. See it.
And he
Nope,
takes
that's
ball
ball
4.
Take your
So
base.
now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
As a former pitcher, I can tell you nothing is worse than having to battle not only the hitter, but the umpire as well. He didn't get some of the calls there, but there's nothing he can do about that now. Just got to go right after the next guy.
Standing in now for the
batting,
Yankees,
catcher,
Jorge Posada,
Jorge.
as he'll bat with the bases full and 2 men out.
Posada.
And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to
Hold it
second
right
base.
there. Hold it right there.
On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Yankees forced to settle for 1. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Rays 8 and the Yankees 1. So here's the cleanup hitter,
designated
Lou
hitter,
Gehrig.
number
He'll try
4.
to follow up the double in his
right here,
last
one time.
at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch
Ain't going
last
better.
time
Let's
up.
go, kid.
Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Goodbye, home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 699 now for his career, as it is now an 8-4 ball game. Ready to take his hacks again,
The designated
Lou
hitter,
Gehrig,
number
as
4.
he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Hey, drive those guys in. Here we go.
Here comes the first pitch. Tough to do much with that one, a
0-1.
swing and a miss.
Hey, keep it going. Clutch up for us right here.
0-1 count and the pitch. On the ground to second base, this could be 2. The throw pulls him off the bag, and he'll get in there safely.
Oh, this is kind of unforgivable for the second baseman. He tries to square himself to the throw to second and start the double play, and I'm not sure what happened next. Maybe his cleats got stuck, or maybe he just lost the grip, but the net result is
Now
E4
batting.
with 2 men on board.
Number
Ready
9.
now, Minnie Minoso, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can
Down,
get
down,
2.
down.
Oh, but the feet of the shortstop is off the mark. The run scores from second. That makes it an 8-5 ball game.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields you from throwing where you want to make the throw. They should have made it, but that's a tough play all the way around.
Striding in once again, Jorge Posada.
Now
He was a
batting,
ground out
catcher,
victim last time up.
Jorge.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right
Hey,
here.
your
The
turn
double
now, your
play
turn.
is in
Drive
order.
him in.
Anything
Clutch
on
up
the
for us,
ground,
baby.
the way this defense is,
Ball 4,
they could
take it in.
certainly roll 2.
And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Wow, how quickly things change. The possible winning run has gone from in the hole to on deck to at the plate. Things have gotten a lot more interesting here in a hurry.
Number 11, Edgar Martinez.
A swing and a ground ball to third.
Come on, get
to
down.
second for one. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. One run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer. You know, it's always nice to get that first one under your belt when you start a 4-game series on the road. Takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the guys in the home dugout and gives you confidence to come back and do it again tomorrow.
8-6 the final score tonight. The Tampa Bay Rays jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Victor Rodriguez gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Lefty Grove struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Jose Alvarado hammers down the save, his 23rd of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious Rays, 8 runs on 14 hits, 3 errors. They left 11 runners on base.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Tampa Bay Rays and the New York Yankees. These two square off on the diamond right after this. Number 16 will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he's struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mickey Mantle. He's, of course, a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the American League in that category.
Man, this guy's been in fuego lately. A boatload of homers over his last 10 games.
Yeah, usually, Dan, guys get hot throughout the course of the season, but not like this. Hot and hot with damage.
First offering on its way. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, Dero, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
Right here, right here.
Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it, the side is retired. Yankees come up empty. We played an inning in the Bronx. No score here on the show. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mickey Mantle.
The Yankees, the designated hitter, Mickey Mantle.
Hey, nice and patient.
First delivery
Get
to
your
him
pitch.
on the way.
1-0.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Hey, like you can up there, huh?
And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Renfroe moves to his right and puts this one away in the
Pick up the
alley
ball.
for out
Stay
number
right
one.
here. Stay right here. On the bag. On the bag.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with one out.
So striding forward
The batter,
now,
number
Mickey
7.
Mantle. It's been an
Designated
0-for-2
hitter,
effort for him to this
Mickey
point.
Mantle.
Come on, let it fly right here.
Now a move over to first, and the runner back. First pitch of the at-bat. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Runner back standing.
Hey, get a good one. Get a good rip on it, huh?
On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to
There
let
you
it
go,
go
left
by,
side.
though, as a hitter.
Line toward right center.
baby. Around
And
it. Pick
that's
up the ball.
into the
Pick up
gap
the ball.
and should be extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Finally, they show some signs of life. These guys have been swinging the bats like they're underwater or something. But a single and a double, and now they've got runners on second and third. We'll see if they can cash them in.
In now, Minnie Minoso.
Now batting.
1 for 2 in
Number
the ball
9.
game thus far.
Hey, let it
Mays,
fly,
the
let it
runner
fly
at
right
third. Mantle at second with one away.
Hey, look at one pitch right here. Come on now.
Swinging a soft liner, and this will be put away easily for the out. So coming to the plate,
Now
Jorge
batting,
Posada, a
catcher,
hit in 2 at-bats for him
Jorge.
at this point in the ballgame.
Posada.
Here we go.
Looking to keep this a one-run game, the
That's ball
pitch.
4.
And he
Thank you,
misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. So our situation has the bases
Now
loaded,
batting,
2 men
second
out,
baseman,
and that'll bring up
Gleyber
Gleyber Torres.
Torres.
Oh, and it misses ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Wow, they went to the pen because they liked the matchup, and what does he do? He walks the first guy he faces to bring in a run, so much for that strategy. Makes you wonder if they'll turn to him again next time in this situation.
Standing in now for the Yankees,
batting,
Eddie Matthews.
the third
He'll try to
baseman,
do damage with
Eddie.
the bases loaded and 2 gone.
Matthews.
Come on, big guy.
Here's the 3-1.
That's out.
And
Ball
that
4.
misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
At the plate, Mickey Mantle.
Leading off
He'll lead
for the
things off
Yankees,
here in this one-run
The designated
contest.
hitter, Mickey Mantle.
First pitch on its way. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
You know, I doubt he wanted to get that tight with the fastball there, but hey, this is a guy you certainly don't want to let him get his arms extended. He's the kind of guy that can hurt you.
And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at bat, starting right now.
3-0 now.
No strike.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Hey, let it rip. Let it rip. Let it go.
3-0 pitch. And that misses ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Digging in, Minnie Minoso. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? To second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Digging in, the switch hitter,
The
Mickey
batter,
Mantle.
number
He
7.
comes to the plate as the
Designated
last
hitter,
chance for his
Mickey.
side. 2 out here in the 9th.
Mantle.
Hey, big moment. We need you. Here we go.
Looking for a strike.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball, that's off the plate.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Hey, need you now. Your turn.
The 1-0 delivery. Now it's 2-0.
No strike.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Hey, get your pitch. No one better up there.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. And he fouls this one off.
Right guy, right place. Need you right now.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And the run is in to score from second. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Man, it's like deja vu all over again. 2 well-hit back-to-back doubles that bring in a run. This one ends up going off the wall, and it looks like they've got a pretty good idea what this guy's trying to do to them out there. Definitely getting some good swings against him.
Number 9.
So stepping in, Minnie Minoso, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it.
Get out.
Throw to first is in time. They got him, and the ball game is over.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the 9th, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4, the final tally. Tampa Bay came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Alex Colomé earns the victory in relief in this one, his 7th of the year. Jose Alvarado earns the save out of the bullpen, his 24th on the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: For the victorious Rays, 5 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 12 men on base. For the Yankees, 4 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. They left 14 men on base.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Tampa Bay Rays and the New York Yankees. Lou Gehrig, the American League's leading hitter, continues his bid at a batting title right after this. Catfish Hunter, a right-hander from North Carolina, is the man on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, in a day and age where we don't see very many complete games, 6 really good innings in his last start to pick up the win, and I think they'll be happy if he can duplicate that again in this one.
Digging in, number 4. He's had a phenomenal year at the
Leading off
plate,
for
entering
the
this
Yankees,
August contest as the league's
designated
batting
hitter,
average leader.
Lou.
I've never been in this position in my career before. I wonder if he's counting games
baby.
down.
Here we go.
You certainly want to walk away at the end of the year with a batting crown.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
The 1-1 home. Misses off the plate, and with an average over 400 over his last few series, he's certainly making his case for the batting title here in August.
Yeah, and this is when you run down the competition. The dog days of August start creeping in, sweltering heat out there, and you got to find a way to lock in. That's certainly what he's done over the last 10 games, absolutely crushing the baseball. This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1, you're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Now here it comes. Weakly hit towards first. Right to him.
Beat it out, beat it out, beat
and
it
he'll
out.
step on
He's
first
out.
himself for the out.
Hey, get your pitch
In
right
now is the Yankees
The designated
DH,
hitter,
Lou
number
Gehrig.
4.
0 for 1 here in the
Lou.
early going.
Hey, let's go, kid.
Gehrig.
What's time here?
Let's get ready.
First pitch on its way.
Here we go now. Come on now. One time.
The 0-2. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And that baby's gone. That's it. Career home run number 700. And what a special moment this is in baseball history.
Boy, that's the truth, Matt. It's been a storybook career for him. His ticket to Cooperstown was already stamped a long time ago. but pretty soon they might have to build him his own floor. This is something only a couple of guys have been able to accomplish, and he's not even done yet. Who knows how many more he can hit?
Here we go. Hey, one time, right
Stepping
now. Here
in,
we go.
Lou Gehrig.
Wait for your pitch up there, huh? Hey, one pitch right here. I'm out.
See it, drive it. Let's go right here.
Come on, big guy.
First pitch on its way. Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike.
Well, this has been a lot of pitches for him out of the bullpen. As you can see there, they're asking a lot of him in this one, so I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a day off or two after this one.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
Here you go, baby. Find a good pitch.
It might be. It could be. It's gone. A home run.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 701 now for this Hall of Fame career. And it's now a 6-1 ball game. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and in steps the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Hey, see it, drive it. Let's go,
First pitch coming, here it is. He pulls this one into right. Meadows has it, and there's one away.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit. Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
And tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. The New York Yankees get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Catfish Hunter earns his 12th victory in the ballgame, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Yonny Chirinos couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. For the Rays, 1 run, 8 hits, no errors. They left 13 men.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Tampa Bay Rays and the New York Yankees. A big-time arm and a power bat should be fun. First pitch is next. Walter Johnson gets the ball for the Yankees in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this is one of the game's all-time best pitchers. Over 300 career wins, and he's been doing his thing for a long time. It'll be interesting to see if he can continue that solid work in this one today, Matt.
Now to the plate,
Batting
Mickey
fourth.
Mantle, runner in scoring
The designated
position with
hitter,
2 gone.
Mickey Mantle.
Here's the first pitch to him. Oh no, that screaming comebacker nailed him.
Come on,
Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Coming to the plate now,
The
Mickey
batter,
Mantle.
number
He got
7.
on top of one and was a
Designated
ground out
hitter,
victim last time.
Mickey Mantle.
Come on, big guy, get your pitch, huh?
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball 1.
Now a good
Attaboy,
pitch around the
attaboy.
knees, but it doesn't
Count
quite
1-0.
catch the bottom of the zone. Line drive to center field. Griffey Jr. is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but they lead it 1-0. Ready for another shot now.
The
Mickey
batter,
Mantle.
number 7.
He's hitless in his 2
Designated
at-bats
hitter,
so far.
Mickey Mantle.
Hey, get your pitch up there, huh?
Here comes the first pitch. And he
Inside.
just
Attaboy,
misses
nice shot,
inside
kid.
with the fastball there.
All right, one time here.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. And that one
Count
misses
is 2-1.
badly. It's ball 2. Popped up. Back behind second. Zobrist is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Stepping into the box,
The batter,
Mickey
number
Mantle.
7.
He got under one and popped
Designated
out his
hitter,
last time up.
Mickey
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the
Mantle.
air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
And he
Off the
lays
plate,
off
ball
there
1.
1-0.
Hey, see it deep and drive. What do you say?
Here it comes. Fouled off.
See it, drive it, kid. See it, drive it.
Hey, she didn't rip it there.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike
1 ball.
2.
2 strikes.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off
Ace
right
right
here?
here, one time.
That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
The 1-2. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Oh, but that'll be shy of the monuments as it hits off the wall. The relay not in time, and he's in there with a double.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. This guy's been producing at the plate all year long, and this at-bat is no different. He's probably surprised it didn't leave the yard after the season he's having, but he'll just have to settle for a double.
Now batting, Minnie Minoso. So far,
Now
2 for 3 in this
Number
one.
9.
Here you go now. Come on now, one time.
The 1-2. And he gets him to pop it up on
Go,
the right
go,
side of the
go!
infield. Zobrist is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Yankees are out in front, 5-0.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
5-1 the final total in today's game. The Yanks took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Walter Johnson earns win number 15 on the year as he finished just 1 out shy of 9 complete innings. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Rays.